Hello, this is Ahab Dev. Not sure how to make the most of these 3D hair cards or if this is the product you need? Check out this video for a detailed showcase of the package contents and practical guides on using them in your projects. Let's first check what you get when you purchase a 3D hair card package. Once imported into your project, your first step should be to extract the correct render pipeline content. Once selected, you will see 5 meshes, each with its respective texture and material with a standard shader, as well as a prefab. You can preview them right away in the showcase scene. While this might seem sufficient to get started, I strongly recommend downloading the Lil Toon shader for enhanced visuals of the hairstyles. Following the links in the documentation, you can download the example material that I used for the promotional visuals, which I have also uploaded. By doing this, you will not only immediately notice improved results, but also gain access to a shader that provides enhanced control over various aspects, including color, shadows, reflections, rim light, backlight, alpha dithering, and more. Now, let's explore how we can maximize the potential of these hairstyles by pairing them with various types of characters. Let's first examine how hairstyles work on pseudo-realistic characters, such as the stylized ones available in the digital asset store from Ida Faber. I should clarify before we proceed that I have no affiliation with them or their work. These characters are quite striking, and that is partly because they adhere to a principle similar to my own hairstyles. They use hand-painted, stylized textures to simulate physically based rendering, PBR effects. Consequently, we don't need an elaborate lighting setup to achieve an appealing look. Even a single directional light and some rectangle lights can be sufficient. In this regard, combining these characters with my hairstyles is relatively straightforward. It's also beneficial that the character comes with a pre-painted scalp, which greatly aids in the seamless blending of the hair with the character's head. We could also adjust the fitting by manually adjusting the bones, or if we really need it, by exporting the FBX file to Blender and sculpting it. Many other characters in the store follow this style, not only those by Ida Faber, but by various other creators as well. I believe that, with my hair cards, users can significantly enhance the customization of their characters, achieving unique outcomes. The same principle can be applied to their own original characters. With a little tweaking, my hairstyles can be adapted to a wide array of characters, helping to enhance the final look. Changing the hair color is as simple as altering the main channel value in your material. Sometimes, hand-painted shadows may be too strong for lighter colors. In those cases, we can manually edit the texture using image editing software or adjust the shader values, such as the gamma setting in the Lil Toon shader. Additionally, installing the Unity rigging package provides a helpful script that simplifies the process of visualizing and selecting bones. This convenience enables us to manually tweak the hair's style within the limits of the design in an easy and straightforward way. In this next instance, I have prepared Camila, one of the most iconic characters from Re-Illusion, who, when imported into a Unity HDRP project using CC tools, immediately delivers outstanding results. Although these hairstyles may not be intended to achieve the level of realism exhibited by this demo character, achieving such visual fidelity relies on very specific factors. The main technique employed by CC tools to achieve these impressive results straight out of the box involves a combination of specific shaders and a precise lighting setup, reminiscent of a photo studio, along with a post-process volume that is typically only effective within this demo scene. Despite these conditions and limitations, when we apply the hairstyles, we can observe that they integrate well to a certain degree. The alpha transparency of the fine details and the texture's contrast channel significantly contribute to the realistic effect. It's important to acknowledge that exceptional character design results from multiple elements. Sculpting has its place, but it may not be as pivotal as some assume, working in concert with texturing, hairstyling, lighting, and posing, which might also include facial expressions. In this specific example, choosing an appropriate hair color ensures a more natural blend. At other times, as previously explained, we might need to adjust the contrast and brightness of the hairstyle textures in third-party software like Photoshop to better suit lighter colors. Moreover, for this demo scene, I have added rim lighting using the Lil Toon shader on my material to somewhat mimic the reflections present on the character. Let's explore how to animate hair using hair rigging techniques. We will revisit the character from the previous hair integration demonstration for this purpose. Many tools for animating hair with bones are available, either for free on GitHub or for purchase in the digital store. For this example, I'm using Magica 2, which is straightforward to set up, though it can sometimes present challenges. I must clarify that I have no affiliation with the publisher of Magica 2. The setup process involves adding the Magica component to your project, configured for bone rather than mesh animation. You then set the root bone and load the preset for the type of hair you're animating, in our case, long hair. Next, enter Magica 2's paint mode to select the bones you want to move while keeping others fixed. I recommend setting all bones to move except for the first in each chain and the root bone. When you enter play mode, you'll notice some movement, although the hair won't collide with anything. Magica 2 includes a collision system that you'll need to position over the character's body and link to the Magica component. For detailed information about collision or other features of Magica 2, consult its documentation. With colliders set, re-enter play mode to see the hair interacting with them. With more time, you can refine these results. It's worth noting that hair can also be animated by vertices instead of bones, and Magica 2 offers this functionality. Remember, this is just an example using one of the many tools available. I encourage you to research and find the tool that best fits your hair animation needs. Finally, let me remind you that there are some adjustments you can make using third-party software to tailor the meshes and their textures to meet specific requirements. For instance, if you need a lighter hair color and the painted shadows on the standard textures are too pronounced, you can import the texture files into your preferred image editor and adjust the contrast and brightness to achieve the desired effect. On other occasions, if your character has a uniquely shaped skull and you want the hairstyle to fit perfectly, you may need to import both the character and the hairstyle into Blender and sculpt the hair to fit your character's head precisely. Additionally, Blender's texture painting tools can be used to create a scalp on your character's skull if one is not already present. For enhanced details, such as the hairs at the temples, it may be beneficial to continue refining the scalp texture in image editing software. Remember to keep an eye out for future pack releases with new hairstyles. Thank you, and until the next one.